Hello, this is Pyle from RankWyz, and today RankWyz Daily is on the topic of local SEO. RankWyz for local SEO. While local SEO is definitely a subset of the general SEO knowledge and SEO practice, it has a lot of own rules, goals, targets, criterias, and that has not applied as much to the other areas of SEO as on local SEO. And of course, if there are own goals, there must be specific tactics and strategies how to effectively achieve those goals. One of the main criteria of the local SEO is that we usually deal, unless it's an extremely big city, we usually deal with a relatively low competitive environment. So if the local SEO covers some area of the big city or of the small towns, the competition is usually fairly low, and it's not uncommon to deal with the niche that has about a dozen sites only in competition. But the on the other side, the low competition is, the low the search volume is. That usually comes in proportionally. And again, it's not uncommon to deal with the niches where you have a couple of dozen clicks a day total combined, and if you manage to draw one click away from the competition to your client side, that might change the traffic by the several percent point for your client. Another special point of the local SEO is that this is extremely usually ultimate mix of the online promotion and offline business transaction happening. Meaning that while they promote themselves online, the usually business transactions happen offline. And again, it's very not uncommon when you have business transaction valued in hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So single conversion, single transaction might justify the work of the SEO agency working for this local business for a week or sometimes even longer. So what do we usually need to make sure that we are creating the plan for local business promotion? First of all, RankWyz allows to create a project and not the client site or your own. If you own local business owner site in the form of website, there's no difference between website and a blog if you're coming from the technical standpoint, but this is how we represent the main site or client side. And once you go to the site itself, you might see a lot of metrics, general metrics, backlinks, rank tracker if you're tracking, and if you roll over, you can see the changes if there are any. So you might see changes in there are not too many changes for this specific blog for a long time. Here it is. Let's say you can see that the managed authority changed about a month ago. Same with page authority. Not good. So you can see the SEO profile. So where you can see the anchor distribution, you can see anchors, you can see backlinking profile, and you can see SEO analysis of the specific site, of the page speed. So this is the all information about how to improve page speed mobile, and you can see that other on-page SEO factors like title, meta description, and the factors that are missing. So we also have option to load backlinks based on the criteria. So once you have, let's say, look, you don't need all backlinks in order to start building backlinks to backlinks. So that's why we added the filtering. So let's say I want to load backlinks with the trust from the sites with a trust flow minimum of, let's say, 10. Those are backlinks you want to work with, you want to build backlinks to. But of course, all of this information makes sense only when you compare it to the competition. So like what those numbers mean, they on its own it's really hard to tell unless you see that metrics of other site in the you're competing within the same niche. That's why RankWyz has an option to add competitors. If I go to settings, which is off by default, but if I go to competitors, I can enable project settings, I can enable competitors, and I can start adding. You can see now competitor section, I can add competitors. So you can see I added the competitor, and the same, exactly same way you can see all the information. So it will take a few minutes to system to collect all information, and you can see the SEO profile, analysis, backlinks for this specific site in the same way, so that you can see that how your client side is, what's your client side is missing compared to the sites that are leading this specific niche. And you can add multiple competitors. Let's say this one. So our next goal, while we looking to improve our system for the local SEO professionals, is created the module that allowed to create a reporting that will allow to visually see the comparison of the various metrics of our client site versus competitors. We already have important backlinks, we have a number of referred domains, we have option to crawl sites and see broken pages, broken images. So we have option to enable rank tracker and see the keywords that are ranking. So we add an option to pull top keywords for the sites that already existed from the third-party services. We can see that what the keywords are in common and what's missing, and we're also adding a lot of other parameters to the site that will allow to create competitiveness comparison based on multiple criteria. What usually counts is that not only how many pages they have, but do they have blog, how often they update blog, do they have SSL certificate or not, do they implement RSS feed sitemap, do they have social profiles, and how active they are on the social profiles. All of this, when you come to your client and you want to show them, like they represent in a simple way the amount of work you're willing to do for them in order to make their site to match the competitors and the niche, will be in this competitive competition comparison module. And if you're working with local clients and have an idea of how to represent those information and willing to work with us while we're developing this client module for local businesses, I encourage you to contact me on email, on our support system, chat system, or in the Facebook group. So we work together and build it in a way so that you can show to the client the stages of the work, not only the current snapshot of when you start work, but the snapshot of how you're progressing. So let's say you look at this site or this site, client has two sites, and I can tell that they are missing on citations, they are missing on the regular updates, they need a blog, they need lots of improvements, and they as a result they only target like handful of keywords compared to the competitors, and we can create a plan of how to address those keywords with the customer, and over time promote the site and target specific pages for more and more keywords. So all together will become in the module that will allow you to manage effectively client and show them the progress. Thank you for watching, and thank you for using RankWyz, and I'm looking forward to hear your feedback.